You are now entering the DDTV room. You are now entering the DDTV room. If you can hear me, please put a thumbs up in the chat in the DDTV room. You are now entering 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 the DDTV room.
The Demolisher TV with Sophia Meloni.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am Sophia Melanie, the Debt Demolisher, here to bring you the tools, tips, and tricks to help you manage your financial baggage the right way. What an honor and privilege it is to be before you all for yet another live stream night. We are back once again as we continue now on day 23 of our immense focused series for the month of May. So for those of you who may be new to the channel and you're not familiar what you're coming across and you're seeing this video for the first time, we have been coming night after night on the Debt Demolisher TV as we dissect different lessons by Eric Thomas, Dr. Eric Thomas, better known as E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher. And we've been dissecting lessons that I've been grasping and pulling from his YouTube channel and allowing us to use these lessons for us to internalize as well as begin to create our own success plans, our own success maps, and our success plans. So each and every morning on the Debt Demolisher TV's community page, there is a quote card that goes up, and this quote card pulls a quote from one of the lessons of the day. And inside the caption of this post contains the actual video lesson for us to do as a part of our growth work, where we listen to it, we take notes on it, and then we come nightly on the channel to be able to get ready for the conversation and the discussions around that. So with today being the 23rd day, I'm elated and delighted that you guys are here with me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the chats and pop people up on the screen so that way we can get our conversation started. Welcoming everybody to Motivating Millionaires Monday, which is one of the themes for the day of the week that was thought up by Coach Root. So shout out to Coach Root for introducing us to Motivating Millionaires Monday. I love it. First in the room, we got Lisa Smiles in the building saying, hey, DDTV family. Hey, Lisa Smiles. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here. And I got to say thank you once again, Lisa Smiles. As you know, I'm finally in the Group Me app. So I had to do some switcheroos and get it on my other phone that has a space that can get the app and all of that. So I'm excited to see you all inside of the Group Me. I just want to say thank you so much for initiating it and putting it together and having the conversations. And now we have our little offline moment of being able to connect. So I love it. So shout out to Lisa Smiles, originator and the creator of the infamous Glow Butter. If you have not gotten yours, make sure that you get your some because I've been lathering up with Caribbean Escape. Caribbean Escape has been my fragrance of choice so far. And then once I get through my Caribbean Escape, I'll jump to my next scent. Y'all already know how I do. Y'all know how I do. Lisa Smile says that she is in the vestibule with the Glow Butters and the tambourines. With the Glow Butters and the tambourines, I am praising and I'm shouting with you. Thank you so much, Lisa Smiles, for sliding in the room with your tambourine and your $1 million Glow butters. Let's go. If Acacia's in the room, go on, drop the link to Lisa Smiles website, Styles with a Z, by Lisa Smiles with a Z.com. Come on, get your glow butters. Let's go. We got Q Scott in the building saying, hey, ladies. Hey, Q Scott. So good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here. Hey, hey, Q Scott. Hey, 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 Q Scott. Let's go, let's go. Hey, Q Scott. Hey, 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 Q Scott. Let's go, let's go. Hey, Q Scott. Hey, 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 Q Scott. Passes the bread. Hey, Q Scott. Hey, 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 Q Scott. Passes the bread. Let's go. We in the building on today. I am loving it. I'm loving it. Q Scott says, hey, Lisa Smiles, just wrapping up my strength training workout. How was your workout? Woo! Somebody jumping into the health and the wellness already this week. That's what I'm talking about. Getting your workouts in. Looks like Lisa Smiles didn't make it to her workout today, but no judgment. It's all right. It's all right. We doing what? Extended grace. Extending grace. Okay? Extending the grace. Extending the grace. Extending the grace. All right, we got Peaceful Love in the room saying, hello, DDTV family. Hey, Peaceful Love, so good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here on today, on today, on today. Let's go, let's go. On today, on today, on today. Let's go, let's go. Come on, Peaceful Love, the originator and the creator of what? Refreshing Streams podcast on YouTube. So if you guys have not seen the video drop that I shared on the community page yesterday, it is our own sisters, Peaceful Love's YouTube video release for Refreshing Streams. So ensure that you check out the video and that you subscribe and that you watch and that you stay tuned, because she's giving a lesson on who? Joseph. What did E.T. talk about in one of the other sermons that we played? It ain't always going to be free, Joseph. It ain't always going to be free, Joseph. Come on. You're going to end up on top, Joseph. Let's go. So I'm so glad that you chose that lesson, and I can't wait for part 2. Come on, Peaceful Love. Let's get it. We got Divinity in the room saying, good evening, ladies. Good evening, Divinity. So good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here. Queen Divinity is in the room and in the building. Let's get it. We got Akila. It's in the room. Hi, Akila. So good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here, Akila. If y'all don't know Akila, Akila sings covers, okay? And she has videos on her channel of her singing various different gospel songs, different gospel psalms and messages, and her voice is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And there was a video that you did, Akila, when you kind of shared a little bit about your story. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I just have to tell you, I am grateful for you sharing your story, and I'm grateful for the transformation that you've been able to make coming out of this situation and then doing what you do best in terms of your singing. So I just want to encourage you to keep going, and I can't wait till you drop your next video, because I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm just saying. I'm waiting. You better sing them covers. What did Tony Gaskin say in his video the other day? There was a video that he put out the other day. He was talking about YouTube and people singing their covers. As soon as he said that, I thought about you, Akila. I thought about you. So let's go. Let's go. But Akila is saying, hey, y'all. Hey, Akila. So everybody, let's check out Akila and listen to her songs and subscribe to her YouTube channel as well, because she be singing, y'all. She be singing. She be singing. Let's go. We got Sherry in the room saying, happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday, Sherry. So good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here on this day. And you know what else, Sherry? We got what? We got what? We got what? I saw your email that you just sent me, and I want to thank you for that. As soon as I get a chance to listen to it, I'm going to listen to it, and y'all know I'm going to end up sharing it out with the community so that way everybody can know what video we're referencing. But I could already tell by the title alone that it's going to be right in alignment with what we're going to be covering on today's episode. And other previous things that we've been covering as well based on our lessons through ET. So Sherry, let's go, 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 Sherry. It's the income, Sherry. Let's go, Sherry. Hey, let's go, Sherry. In the room. I am loving it, and I'm so glad that you're here once again. Let's go. Q Sky says your light is shining lovely tonight. So is that right, Q Sky? I said, is that right, Q Sky? I said, I want to thank you. I said, I want to thank you. And y'all gonna find out why I look a little bit different, why it looks a little bit different a little bit later. I'm gonna have to tell y'all later. Okay. So stay right on tune. Let's go. We got Tracy Ann in the room saying, hey, DDTV, I'm locked in from the what? West Side. Tracy Ann is in the room. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here. Why? You slid it right in the bank. You slid it right in the bank. You slid it right. You slid it right in the bank. Hey, all the way from the what? West Side. Tracy Ann, stand up. I'm so glad that you're here. And look who we got in the room. We got Q Queen Heart in the room saying, hey, DDTV family. Hey, Queen Heart. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here. I've been missing you a couple of nights, but I'm glad that you are live in the room tonight. Why? We got Queen Heart in the building. We got Queen Heart in the building. Where's she from? Straight from NY. Ain't that right? Okay, I think I'm back. Okay, can y'all hear me? Am I back? 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 Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Look. Okay, I think I'm back. I think I'm back. Okay, we're gonna have to redo that. Okay, they are playing. They are playing. Okay, let's go back. We got Queen Heart in the building. Oh, we got Queen Heart in the building. Where's she from? Straight from NY. Ain't that right? Okay, straight from NY. Ain't that right? Let's go. We got Queen Heart in the building. Where's she from? Got Queen Heart in the building. There she goes, straight from NY. Ain't that right? Straight from NY. Ain't that right? Uh-huh. Forgive me, y'all. The screen just went frozen on me, but I'm so glad that I didn't have to restart the live stream. Come on, Holy Ghost. I need you to work. 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 Okay, let's go. I apologize, y'all. Woohoo! 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 We got Queen Heart in the building. Uh, we got Queen Heart in the building. Well, she from straight from LY. Ain't that right? Okay, okay. All right, y'all. I had to redo Queen Heart's song since she got interrupted right in the middle of me doing it for her. So shout out to Queen Heart in the room. Peaceful Love is clapping it up. We also got Q Scott saying, ladies, kindly click the like button as you enter if you don't mind. Okay, Q Scott. Thank you, Q Scott. I appreciate the love. Shout out to Q Scott. Working the rooms today. Working the rooms today. Thank you so much for the moderation. Let's go. Peaceful Love is laughing. Y'all are cracking up. Y'all got the praise hands going on. I love it. I love it. I love it. Q Scott says, and if and you shall receive Styles by Lisa Styles with a Z by Lisa Smiles with a Z.com. Get your glow buttons. Let's go, Q Scott. Let's go. Let's go, Q Scott. All right. Q Scott says, oh, wow. Kalia, I got to check out your channel. Yes, y'all. She can sing. She can sing. She can sing. She can sing. Come on, y'all. I tell you, we're not going to let the enemy win. We're going to keep on doing this. We're going to keep on speaking. We're going to keep on working through it. All right. Divinity says, hey, Akila, welcome to the DDTV family channel. Yes, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Look, Lisa Smile says that she just subscribed. Akila, let's go. Awesome sauce. And Q Scott says that she did as well. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Awesome. Sherry says, is it just me or is so frozen? Yes, I was frozen. So I apologize, y'all. I apologize. Queen Hall says, I thought it was a remix. At first I thought it was a remix. Ooh, oh man, I tell you. Okay, we good now. We good now. Okay, bring it back. Q Scott said, bring it back. Lisa Smile says the Queen Heart was probably doing cartwheels. Yep, she was doing cartwheels and she knocked out my Ethernet cord. So that's what happened. She knocked out my Ethernet cord. Let's go. She said, can't stop, won't stop. Let's go. Come on. She says, I know that's right, Queen So. Bounce back game. You already know. Bounce back game is strong. Okay, y'all. I've acknowledged everybody. I'm so glad that you're here and that you're in the room. Thank you for bearing with me and the changes and the challenges and my connectivity. But nonetheless, we're going to have an exceptional conversation on tonight, if that's all right with you all. So we went through a lesson that E.T. shared called Keep Doing It. Keep doing it. Now, there's two reasons why I introduced this segment for today, and it's because in this lesson, he really gave us an example of what 120% actually looks like in terms of definition. So I know in our prior exercises, we had indicated that an exercise that we need to be able to do is identify what 120% looks like in each area that we may need to kind of map out in terms of 120%ness. So that way we can know where we're trying to reach. So that way we can know what we're working towards or what we're working to exceed. So if you know what your 120% is, then you should know what your 100% is, and you should know what your 80%, 70%, 60%, and so forth down the line. But in this lesson, he gives a clear example of what 120% is defined as. And then he goes into introducing the conversation around your routines and how your routines coincide with your schedules and how your schedules will dictate whether or not the percentage that you're performing at. It'll dictate the percentage that you're performing at. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my notes for day 23 so you all know Day 23 is saved in the rebirth playlist. As you can see, scrolling along the bottom of this live stream, you'll see it gives you the theme of the day, motivating millionaires Monday. Day 23, really about creating your schedule and sticking to it, but really focusing on keep doing whatever it is that you're doing and making sure that you're showing up 120% in order to do it. And then when you do it, you create a system, a process, a routine that can help you perform that effectively. So, what was the first thing that I feel like I took from this message that he shared? He says, so we're going to be very intentional and very deliberate, and we're not going to let success happen to us. So instead of letting success happen to us, we're going to take it. We're going to go after it. And how do we go after success? We go into action. We take action. We incorporate routines in our life. We do what we know that we are called to do, and we do it consistently. And we make a clear plan, we create a clear target, we set a clear intention about what our goal is, what our desire is, and that will lead us to our success. He says, he said this when he was talking about how like a lot of the things that he achieved, a lot of the things that his children achieved, a lot of the things that people in his family achieved, and even people who he, I guess, does business with and considers like family, they made it up. So they made up wanting to, he made up wanting to be a doctor because he planted that image in his head and said, I'm going to get my PhD. So because he made that image up, he made that thought, it then became into fruition after he did his part to get him there. He says that nobody in his family was a doctor. He made that up. Nobody in his family was a business owner. He made that up. If you think about it honestly and truthfully, everything in life is made up. This very communication technology that we're using for you to be able to see me, despite the internet challenge we just had, for you to be able to see me, the same thing. Somebody came up with the concept. Somebody made it up. Somebody said, I wonder how we could do this. I wonder how we could communicate and be able to hear each other and see each other, but not be within the same vicinity. We could be across the world. We could be across state lines. And they came up with a way to allow this tool, to allow this equipment to be created, to allow us to experience this thing, to allow us to experience this thing. So he says, we made something up that didn't exist before. We made something up that didn't exist before. We made it up. We made it up. What is the decision that you've made up in your mind, that you've made up and that you've accomplished? A lot of the things we make up. I made up the name, the Debt Demolisher. I literally came up with that name while I was sitting down thinking, while I was in the middle of a conference. And I was just thinking, like what do I call myself? What would exemplify what I've done? And it came to me instantly, the Debt Demolisher. And I said, oh, that's my new pseudo name. So now Debt Demolisher across everything. Debt Demolisher across everything. I made it up. I made it up. It was an idea as a result of answering a question. What is another thing that was made up? Financial pastor. Chef Joe ended up calling me that. He says, you're my financial pastor. You're my financial pastor. I've never heard of that terminology before. I don't even think I'm qualified enough to even have like pastor as a part of a calling or whatever you want to call it, but it's something that somebody else made up. It's something based on what somebody else thought of what they experienced and said, no, this is what you are to me. This is what you are to me. So when you think about the things that you've accomplished in life, it's been made up. It's been made up. Everything is made up. Do y'all agree or do y'all disagree? Do y'all agree or do y'all disagree? And I believe that God created us in a way where we could create anything, where we can make up anything, because He's given us the minerals, the resources, the supplies, the natural things from the ground, from the earth. And He's given us the creative mind to pull these things together to create something out of it. So whatever you want in life, you can make up. Whatever you want in life, you can make up. You just have to decide. You just have to decide that that's what you want to do, create, be. He says, if it doesn't exist, don't worry about it. Just make it up. If whatever you're thinking of doesn't exist, don't worry. Just make it up and claim it and make it exist. Because if you make it up, you're going to make it exist. He says that you have within you the ability to not be a copycat. You have the ability to go to an industry and change that industry forever. Did y'all hear E.T. say that? He says you have the ability to go to an industry. Name your industry in the chat. You have the ability to go into an industry and change it forever. What's your industry? So my industry is financial education. I know Lisa Smiles' industry is hair, and it may be more than that because the way she cranking out these glow butters, the way Lisa Smiles cranking out these glow butters, come on, she got a whole nother ministry on her hands. So what is your industry? Well, I think that would still fall in the beauty industry, right? Hair, skin. I think that still falls in the beauty industry. I believe. Beauty industry. So you have the ability to change that industry forever. He said it's in you, and that's why you're in this room. It's in you, and that's why you're in this room. In this room, you have the ability to change your industry based on what you see for that industry. What do you see for that industry? What do you see for the industry that you're in? All right, Acacia's in the room. She says, I got you, Q Scott. Thank you, Queen. Acacia's in the room. Hi, Acacia. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here. Hey, Acacia. Go, Acacia. Hey, Acacia. Go, Acacia. Let's go. Hey, Acacia. Go, Acacia. Let's go. Acacia is in the room. So glad that you're here. Welcome. Lisa Smile says beauty industry. Yes, I knew she was in the beauty industry. She's in the beauty industry. All right. No permission is required to be creative and authentic. Queen Heart. Yes, indeed. No permission is required to be creative and authentic in your own right, in your own way. Amen. Tracy Ann is stamping it up with the wealth stamps, the wealth emojis, the creative emoji, the little paintbrush with the little wings, $ wings. Come on now. Come on. Queen Heart says exactly why we must operate with authority. Exactly why we must operate with authority. Amen. Lisa Smile says, I agree. Lisa Smile says, hair evangelist was made up by Acacia. It sure was. It sure was. Hair Evangelist was made up by Acacia while we were on Lisa Smiles live stream. Because because Lisa Smiles was bringing the word. She was bringing the word on that live stream. Bringing the word. Let's go. All right, that's when Acacia jumped in the room. She says, "Greetings, DDTV family. Yay! So glad that you're here." And Queen Heart says, 100. 100. Let's go. Okay. So, your industry, you have the ability to change your industry forever. You just have to decide what you want your industry to look like. Come on now with this light, and I'm gonna need it not to be trying to fall over. I'm gonna need it not to be trying to fall over. He also says, ET says, I'm challenging you today. I'm challenging you today because greatness is in you. And I need you to activate it. So as soon as I heard ET say this, it immediately took me to Tony Gaskin's Greatness album. Have you guys listened to Tony Gaskin's Greatness album? He has a Greatness album. I believe it came out in 2015. I just found out about it because I literally just got it like a couple of months ago. I literally just downloaded it a couple of months ago. And there's a track on there called Greatness. So the Greatness album has a track on there called Greatness. And every single word inside of that track it'll get you hyped. It will get you hyped if you really internalize the words. So when I heard ET say this in today's lesson, I immediately thought about that very track by Tony Gaskins about greatness. So we all have greatness within us. We all have greatness within us. It's our responsibility to activate it. It's our responsibility to pull it out. It's our responsibility to allow the greatness to take over our days. And what did ET say inside of this video? That greatness is performing at 120%. Let's go to it. He said the highest scale is 120%. And why not 100? Because 100% means that you do exactly what they tell you to do, and you do it very well. If you're at 100%, that means you're doing exactly what you have been told to do, and you're doing it very well. So when I heard ET say this piece, I immediately began to evaluate the different areas within my life to see what are the things that I was told to do, and how am I doing in comparison to what I was told to do, and is it being done very well? I can break this down into different aspects. We're going to start with YouTube. So even when it comes with YouTube, y'all know the journey. I'm not going to go back and tell the story because y'all know the story. I can link it once this live stream ends. I'll link the story right here for anybody that's watching new can go back and catch it. But even when I think about my journey from then, the struggle from the beginning, the uncertainty that I had all of these years, and then me praying and falling to the face of the Lord, just asking for clarity over my whole entire life, just asking him, what do I need to be doing? And within a matter of days, he gave me an answer. He gave me a clear answer that could not be questioned, that could not be second guessed. He gave me a clear response. And what was the instruction that was given to me through the person in the flesh that the Lord used to give me the very thing that I was praying about, to give me the answer to the very thing that I was praying about? Mr. Tony Gaskins. If you all listen to the interview that I had with him on September the 4th, 2021, we did a Zoom interview. He interviewed me and he posted it on his YouTube page. It was public, visible, open for everybody for a couple of hours, and then it switched over to members only. So if you're in the Blessed Business Tribe, you can be able to see that interview. But what he said at the end of that video, if anybody else was listening, post a video every day. He said, I want to encourage you. Post a video every day. Post a video every day. September the 4th, I made sure a video got uploaded every single day. And to this day, a video is being uploaded every single day. So that was the instruction. So when I use this analogy or using this saying by ET to my personal life for me to assess where I am in this one area, 100% is doing exactly what they tell you to do and doing it well. Upload a video every day and include a link to your course in your bio in the description box. Those were the things that Tony Gaskins told me during the interview. Everybody who listened to it, they heard it for themselves. And so me being 100% is doing that very thing. Uploading my video every day and then making sure I'm including links in the description box. So what does 120% look like when it comes to this YouTube channel? What 120% looks like, and we're going to go to it. 120% means you know the benchmarks, you've reached the benchmarks with greatness, and then you create your own benchmarks. You create your own benchmarks. So let me break this down. The first one is you've reached the benchmark with greatness. So the benchmark is the instruction. The benchmark is whatever 100% is. So the benchmark when it comes to my YouTube channel is uploading a video every day and making sure that I have links in my description box to my courses or programs or whatever. That is my benchmark. Doing it with greatness is with consistency, not missing a day. Not missing a day. Doing it with greatness is doing that plus these live streams every day. So doing it with greatness is still performing, doing the instruction and taking it up a notch. What's the next level? What was the then spiritual instruction that I received the last week of December? Go live every day in 2022. That was the instruction that I've received in the spiritual realm. I believe. Go live every day in 2022. I said, okay, Lord, January 1st, 2022, we're going live every day. We're going live every day. And every day, there's a live stream on the Demolisher TV in 2022 so far. In 2022 so far. So doing my benchmark with greatness now is the uploads with the links in the description and now adding live streams to the equation. What's the next piece? Then create your own benchmark. What was my own benchmark? My own benchmark was when the community page unlocked. I said, not only do I want to be able to give value, not only do I want to be able to serve, not only do I want to be able to make a difference through video, I also want to do it in words. So how can I take a message and provide inspiration at the top of the morning, at least every day? So my own benchmark for me then became, as soon as the community page unlocked, I was just so grateful for the community tab, y'all. I was so grateful for the community tab. My very first post was the notification from YouTube letting me know that my community page unlocked. So I posted that and I was crying emojis and telling everybody thank you. And I just couldn't believe it. It was October the 18th, 2021, when my community page unlocked. And right after that happened, I said, I want to be able to provide a source of inspiration, creating my own benchmark. I want to be able to provide a source of inspiration in written form. So how can I do that? Quote cards. So I started creating my quote cards, and I would either do my own quote or I would pull somebody else's quote that I found powerful, and then I would expand on that quote in my own words in the caption to create the correlation, the connection between the quote and the message that was inside. And even sometimes I gave y'all action items to do, because it's still about doing the work here. You may not watch a video, but you may read the community post. And if you get all the way down to the bottom, hopefully you're going to want to be able to do the work that's associated with it. So there I have my own benchmark that I've created, community page, do a post every day on the community page, providing morning inspiration in some way, shape, or form, doing a video every day, upload video every day, which was instruction by Tony Gaskins. And then doing it with greatness is doing that plus a live stream every day. Doing that plus at least one live stream every day. So for me, I feel like I'm at 120% with my YouTube channel. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I feel like I'm at 120% as of today. Even on my worst days, even on my days when I'm tired, even on my days, even that day that I didn't go live that night, I still went live at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I still had a live stream. So what does your 120% looks like? And what I appreciated about this explanation, because it made it so clear for me, because I was able to vividly identify what 100% was, and then now what 120% looks like, because the 120% is that you know the benchmark, which is whatever 100% is. Then you reach your benchmark with greatness. So what's the plus one? What's the added? And then the second piece is, or the third piece rather, is you creating your own benchmark on top of that. Boom. 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 So if you have any challenges in trying to get clear on what 120% will look like, use this rubric, use this outline, use this map to create your assessment so that way you can see. So now that I have this as my form of clarity, my form of blueprint for me to assess the rest of the areas of my life, then I know I can do that. What does 120% look like in my relationships? What does 120% looks like with my time management? Come on. It's light trying to fall because I'm shaking the table too much. What does 120% look like in my time management? What does 120% look like in my faith walk? What does 120% look like in my commitment to my responsibilities? What does 120% look like to me as a homeowner? What does 120% look like to me as a sibling? What does 120% look like to me as an aunt? What does 120% look like to me as a daughter? What does 120% look like to me as a caregiver? What does 120% look like to me as an employee? What does 120% look like to me as a business owner, a thriving, because we thriving, right? A thriving business owner, a striving business owner. What does that look like? What does that look like? And what does it look like to you? So if you've had any challenge with getting clear on identifying what that 120 is, I said TG. Eric Thomas, ET, just gave it to us. Eric Thomas just gave it to us. So he says, that's 120%. He says on a scale, which means 120 is the highest in terms of your life, in terms of being intentional, in terms of going at it, in terms of creating what does not exist, in terms of waking up every day and making the most of every day. How many of you can honestly say that you're at 120%? That you're giving everything you have. You're giving it everything you have. And you have nothing else left. And you have nothing else left. Have you really given it your all? And use this 3-prong approach. I'm loving my 3 prongs. 3-prong approach to make that assessment for yourself for 120. Hold on now. We got Coach Natisha in the room. Coach Natisha's in the room says, say it right. So, Mel. Hey, Coach Natisha. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you are here, Coach Natisha. Let's everybody please clap it up for Coach Natisha. Let's give her some love. Let's lift her up. Coach Natisha, I know that you said that you have another procedure that's coming up. Lord, I'm praying that this will be the last. I'm praying that this will be the last. I'm praying that this will be the last. But I'm so glad that you are here and that you are in the room, Coach Natisha. Everybody, let's shout out Coach. Let's shout out Coach. Let's shout out Coach. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Peaceful Love says 120% thumbs up. Okay. Okay. Lisa smiles as says yes to Queen Heart. Okay. Queen Heart says those 6 a.m. with me alone is 120%. Cause baby, that's dedication. And this morning I was up at 5. So this morning I had to do 5 o'clock because I had to be out the door by 6 o'clock, which I didn't get out the door until shortly after 6. But nonetheless, I gotta be dedicated. I gotta be dedicated to the routine. So even if something has to adjust, even if something in my schedule has to cause me to be out the door by the time that I normally do that read with me in the morning, then I just gotta adjust. I mean, I just gotta get up an hour earlier. I gotta get up an hour earlier. Sidebar, let me tell y'all what happened with my car. So remember when I told you guys that I had just left the dealership? I was there all day, 2 days worth of work, and I get on the highway and all of a sudden something, I was hearing this noise and something poof, and something flew from up underneath my car. I didn't realize what it was until today when I had to take it back up there. So I took it back up there today, and unfortunately they don't have the part. So they have to order the part, and then when the part comes in, I got to bring the car back up and then they'll replace it. But apparently whenever I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but it was not a, a fault of my car because it never had that sound when I bought it in. It was never loose when I bought it in. So I don't know, maybe they just forgot to tighten something or whatever, but whatever it was, it ended up loosening. And because I was on the highway, even though I wasn't even going that fast because I was in the slow lane, but still, because I was on the highway, the speed of it was like causing it to do this. And so it was bouncing and bouncing and bouncing and bouncing until it finally broke off. And so pretty much the whole protector, like from my tire, and literally you can literally see, like if you go by my tire, you can see all the stuff up underneath my car. You can see everything. I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so gross. He was like, don't worry about it. You know, we're not going to charge anything. Once the part comes in, we'll be able to put it up. But that's what it was. He said it was still safe to drive, but I'm still driving very cautious because if you think about it, all of that is open. All of that is open. And you know, when you're driving, it could be rocks, it could be nails, it could be stuff in the road, other people's plastic components from their car dropping off. And so what happens if I inadvertently or I drive over something because I'm on a highway and it ricochets and it hits something and it causes some type of damage? So I've been driving slow. I know he said I'll be fine, but I'm driving slow. I'm driving slow. And as soon as that part comes in, I'm gonna be taking it, gotta take it back for them to go back and replace that piece. But you know, you learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. But yeah, so that's what happened. That's what happened. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Coach Letitia says, happy tears. Happy tears. Thank you all. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And again, for those of you who did not hear and did not know, you may or may not know, but you know that we sent flowers to Coach Letitia on behalf of the DDTV family. Coach Harut was the creator and the originator of this idea for us to send something to Coach Letitia to support her and let her know that we're thinking about her. So Coach Letitia got her flowers, y'all. She got her flowers from the DDTV fans. So shout out to Coach Root and shout out to each and every one of us because we are all so thoughtful and we really, really, really want to express love and care and appreciation for one another. And that's what I value in each one of you. That's what I appreciate about each one of you. Your thoughtfulness is unmatched. You all's thoughtfulness, you all individually, your thoughtfulness is unmatched. I've never seen anything like it. And so for that, you ought to pat yourself on the back. For that, you ought to toot your own horn a little bit. For that, you should accept and embrace the fact that that's a special quality to have. That's a special quality to exercise. And so for me, I want to acknowledge each and every one of you because of that. Thank you for the genuine love that you show to each person. Thank you for the genuine care that you show to each person. Thank you for the genuine support that you show to each person. Because that's one thing we shown up do up in here. We support one another for real. For real, not for play. We support one another. And I tell you, this is a blessed space. This is a blessed space. Blessed tribe, stand up. Shout out to Tony Gaskins because showing up, that's how we all got here. That's how we all connected through Tony Gaskins for sure. Shout out to Tony Gaskins' YouTube channel. If you are new and you just sliding by and you don't know who we're talking about, go ahead and click the link right here to subscribe to Tony Gaskins' YouTube page. And I'm also going to add the description link down into the description box for you guys to subscribe to Tony Gaskins' YouTube channel and join the Blessed Tribe or the Blessed Business Tribe if you about that life. Okay, let's go. All right. What else did he say? What else did he say? What else did he say? Did you guys pick this up when he said, I hate when people give 70%, but they want the life of somebody that's giving 120%. I said, ouch. E.T. said, if I can be honest, I hate when people give 70%, but want the life of somebody that's giving 120%. I said, E.T. be stepping on people's toes. He gonna call you out. He gonna call you out and make you feel it. He gonna call you out and make you feel it. I said, ouch. So the quote of the day, that's gonna take me to the quote of the day. The quote of the day, the quote of the day, the quote of the day, the quote of the day is... Okay, here's the quote of the day. So the quote of the day was, your life is where it is because of the percentage you're giving it. Your life is where it is because of the percentage that you're giving. What's your percentage level? Are you 70%? Are you 80%? Are you 90%? Are you 100%? Or are you 120%? Or are you less than 70%? Because some folk admitted to being 60% in the audience. Some folk admitted to being 40% in one of the audiences. He was like, anything less than that, I don't even want to hear it. But again, you have to know what each level is going to look like. If you have 100% in you, but you're only giving 50, you may want to evaluate why. Ooh. If you have 120% in you, but you're only giving 80%, you may want to evaluate why. Ouch. He says, your life is where it is because of the percentage you're giving. And the percentage that you're giving is derived from what? The routines, the plans that you create for your day. So the live stream's title for tonight is what? I got to remember because I don't even remember what I be calling it. What percentages are you giving and does your schedule match it? What percentage are you giving, and does your schedule match it? Because what you do within your day is going to determine the level of percentage that you're giving. What you do within your day is determining the percentage that you're illustrating, that you're demonstrating, that you're exuding. He says, so what's your routine? He says, I want you to get up at the same time every single day for the rest of your natural life or earlier. If that's one thing ET gonna make sure that we do, he's gonna make sure that we get a routine together. Whatever that routine looks like, we gotta know our routine. And we have to start with our routine. We have to start with our routine. This is the piece that blessed me too. So if I can share this with you guys, this really blessed me because y'all know I can overdo some things. I ain't gonna lie. I can overdo some things. I can admit it. I can tell on myself. I'm not afraid or ashamed. I know I can overextend myself. But what did he say here? He said, take breaks when you need to take breaks. Take breaks when you need to take breaks. He says, your body will tell you. Your body will tell you. And this is an example because Lisa Smiles just gave this example on her channel when she went live the other day. I think it was last night. Yeah, when she went live last night. She said that she didn't go live the night before. She did go live during the day, but she didn't go live that night because her body, her body was telling her that she needed to rest. So take breaks when you need to take your breaks because your body is going to tell you. Your body will tell you. He says your creativity will tell you. Your creativity will tell you. He says, so we're not saying don't take breaks. He said a part of being 120% is knowing when to rest. Can I just toss my journal? Can I just toss my journal in the air? A part of going, or a part of being, a part of performing at 120% is knowing when to rest. That part made me stop. I said, ooh, right there, as soon as he said it. As soon as he said it, because I was immediately convicted by it. Because I don't know how to turn it off sometimes. I don't know how to turn it off. And I remember she wasn't my director, but it was a director that I worked with. And I remember when she was close to retirement because she was still working with me, but I supported her. I needed to get a lot of information and stuff from her. But I remember when we talked, and I had explained to her, I told her the story about that time when I was working so much and I left the food on the stove for over 24 hours. I went to sleep and everything. Can you talk about the covering of the Lord? I said, can you talk about the covering of the Lord? I went to sleep. I went downstairs, and this is part of the reason why I moved my work from home office downstairs from upstairs, because it used to be in one of the rooms upstairs. I took the old computer downstairs. I said, we ain't doing this again. But I worked so hard that day. I said, let me run downstairs and put something on. So while my food was warming up, I was like, I could be getting this done. So let me run upstairs. Do y'all know I went back upstairs, started working, and forgot all about the food being on the stove? Forgot all about the food being on the stove. I worked until maybe 11 o'clock that night. Oh. I worked until 11 o'clock that night. And I was so tired that I walked out of the room, went straight into my bedroom, and went to sleep. Never went back downstairs. I went to sleep. Then I woke up the next morning washed my face, took a shower, put clothes on, went right back into the room. Went right back into the room and logged onto the computer. Did not go downstairs. Did not fix breakfast. Did not. Went right back to work until 1 o'clock that day, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, let me go downstairs and fix something to eat. So I goes downstairs. The kitchen light was still on. And when I turned the corner, the stove was still on. And I have a gas stove. The stove was still on and the pot was still burning. But there was not 1 ounce of smoke in the house. Not 1 ounce of smoke in the house. That pot was on the stove for over 24 hours. Over 24 hours. I could not believe it. First thing I did, I slapped myself upside the head. I said, oh my God, my crazy tail left the food on the stove. And I hurried up and turned it off. There was no smell of gas. Do you hear me? No smell of burning. Do you hear me? No smell. Over 24 hours. And y'all know what I did in the kitchen right after that. I immediately broke into a praise. Right there in the kitchen, I immediately broke into a praise. I said, oh, Jesus, kept me late in the midnight hour. Not 1 ounce of smoke. Do y'all realize that a pot with food in it was cooking, burning on the stove for over 24 hours? And there was no smoke. There was no carbon monoxide. There was no smell of gas. God favors me. Don't let me start singing Marvin Sapp. God favors me. God favors. I had to praise and thank him for the covering in the kitchen. And so I told the director the story. She said, oh, the Lord's hand right over my residence, and I thank him. But what did she say? Immediately after that, she said, you got to slow down. And she said, but I know you. She said, your work ethic won't let you slow down. She said to me, your work ethic won't let you slow down, but you got to slow down. Acacia, that's going to be a chapter in the book. Acacia, that's a chapter in the book. I got too many stories. That's why I tell you, I got too many stories about how God be keeping me. I got too many of them. Too many of them that people can't even believe. Can't nobody tell me that wasn't nobody but God. Can't nobody tell me that was nobody but God. You ain't ever got to think that I'm going to question that he ain't real. You ain't ever. Now, I need this light to stop acting. Lord. Okay, just cooperate with me. We almost done. Just cooperate. Okay. Okay. So that was the lesson. Knowing when to rest. That was the point. A part of going 120% is knowing when to rest. Who else needed that word? Who else needed that? Who else needed to hear that? We need to know when to rest. Coach Natisha says, what you say, amen. Scream it and shout it to the world. What you say, amen. Queen Hart says, be glory be to God. Glory be only to him. Only to him. Queen Hart, Q Scott got the praise hands going up. Come on. Akila said, what? With a gas stove? Yes. I ain't lying. With a gas stove. Flames. Flames. I walked in the kitchen. That was the first thing I saw was the blue. The blue flames. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. And I just went, praise break. Right there. Almost took me down to my knees. Y'all know the knee knocking praise break. Whew. Almost make it collapse praise break. Whew. Tracy Ann says your angels were encamped around you. Encamped. Encamped. All around. All around. I know. I know. And I don't know what I did to deserve that kind of covering, but Lord, I thank you for it. Lord, I thank you for it. It wasn't my time to go out like that. It wasn't my time to go out in that manner. Whew. Thank you, Lord. He still got purpose for me. Woo! He still got purpose for me. Praise ye the Lord. Praise ye the Lord. Praise ye the Lord. Thank y'all. Whew. Acacia says audiobook and ebooks. Have you checked out FinSwitch yet? Get the audio program 52 weeks. Speaking of FinSwitch, thank you so much, Acacia. Thank you so much. But speaking of FinSwitch, Sherry, she's still working her FinSwitch. She is on week 21. She is on week 21. She is on week 21 and she is doing the work. She is doing the work. So Sherry, I know you're going to be excited about this Saturday. I know you're going to be excited about this Saturday. Let's go. So proud of you. Coach the teacher says, whoo, sheesh. Come on and say it. Come on and say it. Come on and say it. Look, y'all like me. I needed to hear it. Me, I needed to hear it. Call yourself out. Come on. Q Scott, constant reminder. Let's go. Queen Hawk, call yourself out. That's right. Raise your hand. Let's go. Come on. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace. No smoke detached. I said no smoke detached in the fiery furnace. My God. My God. Can we thank the Lord for the covering? And I know you got some covering. I know you got some covering that you need to be praising God for, because you know He has kept you from something that should have taken your life, but it didn't. That could have taken your life, but it didn't. That would have taken your life, but it didn't. What Coach and Tisha say? But God. But God. But God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I think, dang, that's it. Oh, here you go. I saw Psalm 91. Tracy Ann says Psalm 91 is why you were encamped by his angels. Tracy Ann, do you know that that is not only my mom's favorite scripture, and it's because of my mom that's my favorite scripture now? Because my mom made me recite it every night. I had to say it with her. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my Lord, in Him will I trust. Come on. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You better go to find your secret place. You better abide in the secret place. You better dwell in the secret place. Psalm 91. And Psalm 91 is a scripture protection. The whole scripture is powerful. The whole scripture. Lisa Smile says, Sherry, can you email me? Okay. Coach Natisha says, that's it. Psalm 91. Psalm 91. Know the word. Know the word. Sherry says, Lisa smiles. I'll ask Soso for your email if you don't want to type it in the chat. Okay, yep. Y'all know I can do that exchange. I will get y'all connected. Okay. Oh, she said just go to my website if you don't mind. Okay. All right. And then that's my favorite, Coach Lucia. We here. We here. We here. We are here. Let's go. So let's go ahead and wrap this up so that we can close out. I wanted to just go through some of these, but he says you need a routine. The bottom line is this: you need a routine. What time are you going to bed? What time are you waking up? What are your activities within the day? Because the activities that you do within your day determines your level of percentage that you're executing on. Get it together. He says that for every goal that there may be 1,000 to 2,000 activities that you have to take place in order for that dream to become a reality. He says, be honest. How many of you guys in this room already have a routine that you're giving 120% to, and you're giving 120% to that routine with no variation? That's powerful. I know I'm not at 100% or 120% with my routine, like consistently, because sometimes things change, because my exercise is a part of that, but I ain't been doing that part. I'm going to get there, Q Scott. I'm going to get there. I appreciated when Eric said that when his influence goes up, his work goes up, because he made the statement around how a lot of times when people gain more influence, they get more exposure, they get more notoriety, they begin to blow up. They want to do less work. They want to do less work. They want to do less work. Can I just say this? I'm even thinking about this from a YouTube channel perspective. Once I got to 1,000 subscribers, I could have slowed down. Once I got to my 4,000 watch hours, I could have slowed down. I could have slowed down. But to me, in my eyes, that ain't 120%. So when my reach goes up, my work needs to go up in proportion. When my views go up, my work needs to go up in proportion. This is why I said I can't slow down. This is why I say I can't slow down. Because I didn't just do all of this just to get to monetization status. That's not why I did it. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the purpose, the mission, the reason why I created the channel in the first place. Transform the financial lives of 1 million plus individuals, specifically parents, regardless of age, men, women, and children. So if I want to transform the lives of 1 million plus people, I cannot slow down in producing. I cannot slow down just because I met one milestone. That wasn't even really my main milestone. Can I just be honest about that? The only thing that I wanted was to be heard. The only thing that I wanted with this channel was to be heard, so that people can learn, so that people can listen, so that people can apply, so that they can take something from my story and better their own lives. I wanted to be able to give them what I didn't have when I was starting my journey, before I even knew that this was going to be a journey. So my mission is more important than the milestone. Ooh, Woo! My mission is more important than the milestone. Whew. That was deep. That was deep. That was deep for me. That was deep for me. He says, you don't need anything to have a routine. Your routine doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to spend any money. You don't have to buy it. The only thing that the routine will cost you is a decision. So what did he say? He said, you don't need anything. You don't need anything to have a routine, but you just have to make up your mind. You have to make up your mind that you want a routine and that you're going to stick to it. And you're going to stick with that thing. So are you choosing a routine? Are you going to choose a routine? If you say you want to show up 120%, how is your routine going to support you in that to allow you to show up at 120%? I loved how he broke out his schedule. You need a schedule. And this was Sherry's takeaway. Sherry, I don't know if you saw my comment and I asked if I could share your stuff, share your takeaway. We getting ready to close out, y'all. I promise we getting ready to close out. Where's community page? Here we go. Okay. Let's see if I can screen grab this. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. All right. So we were at the routine. We were at the routine. He began to break out how he does his days, what his routine is, and he pretty much explained that your routine, your schedule is your strategy for the day. When he said that, I said, bingo. I literally wrote bingo. What is the strategy for your day? Your schedule is your strategy to tackle the day. So if you feel like you're in a space where you don't like to operate from a schedule, flip the switch. And if you're more strategic like me, flip the switch and call it a strategy. It's not a schedule, it's a strategy. It's a strategy to position you to operate in your greatness consistently. So Sherry says, I didn't see your comment, but you can share it. Thank you, Sherry. So Sherry's takeaway was this: refine my daily routine. Sherry says, I used to create a schedule and follow it. I've been slacking lately. LOL. It's okay. We can laugh at ourselves, but the greatest part is that we admit it. Because the quickest way to change is admitting where you need to change in. So if you know you've been slacking, then you're going to be able to identify that and do something about it. Sherry continues on by saying, I make a to-do list on Sundays and don't look at it again until the next Sunday. Tell on yourself, Sherry. Tell on yourself. I have noticed the difference in the amount I'm able to accomplish. Y'all hear Sherry's takeaway? Please pick up the jams. and internalize them for yourself if you need to. Sherry continues on by saying, I need to start being more productive during the week and stop waiting until the weekend to try to accomplish everything on my to-do list. Ouch. I'm ouching right along with you, Sherry. Right along with you. Sherry says, I just need to redirect my focus. I just need to redirect my focus. In other words, rediscipline. Ooh, rediscipline. What does Sherry say? If that's even a word. If not, I'm going to do a TG and make it up and put it right there because it sounds good. Y'all know what TG say. Shout out to Tony Gaskins. She says that she needs to rediscipline herself and be consistent with the new daily routine if I want to accomplish my goals and aspirations. We need a new 100% emoji. We need 120% because this response right here was 120%. Not only did she identify the benchmark, but she approached the benchmark with greatness. And then what did she do on top of that? She created her own benchmark on top of that. She need to rediscipline herself. She created her own benchmark. Sherry, that's why Sherry is about to be Pastor Sherry. Pastor Sherry now. Pastor Sherry. Everybody, let's get the collection plate. Let's get the collection plate for Pastor Sherry. So he said, this is why most of you are losing in certain areas is because you don't have this, which is a schedule. We don't have a schedule. And I'm going to add what Sherry said. We don't follow the schedule. That's the problem. Because some of us have the schedule, but we don't follow it. I can raise my hand because I can put stuff on the list all day and don't get through half of them. I don't honor the schedule always. He says you don't have meaning attached to your schedule. We need to attach meaning to our schedule. We need to have value and add value to our schedule. And we need to have a schedule, period. So he said you don't have meaning attached, you don't have value, and you don't have your schedule. ET is literally giving us the blueprint. He's giving us the answers that we've been looking for. Now, the question I have for you is, what are you going to do with it? The question I have for you is, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with the information that you're gaining? What are you going to do with these discussions and these dialogues that we're having? Are you taking notes? Are you reflecting? Are you allowing these to literally create your success map? If you read through the community post with the quote cards of the day, that entire caption is indicating that each lesson that we're picking up is designed to help us create our success map, our success plan. So we're not listening to these lessons just to listen to them. We got to create something from it. So we got to create a routine. Now we got to create a schedule. Now we got to create a process to hold us accountable to the schedule. And Lisa smiles with the group me that you created. He said group me in this video. That's what reminded me. I was like, oh wait, Lisa told me about the group me. And I went and checked my other phone. I was like, she did send me the link. Let me go ahead and put it on this phone so that way I can get it. So we have my light, y'all. I think that means it's time to shut down the live because this thing keep falling over. But we could possibly have a space to hold each other accountable to our schedules, if that's what y'all want to use it for. But I think that'll be powerful. Or if we want to do a community post or something and we tag it on a community post, let people know, done, whatever. But he says, know your sweet spot and hit the same spot every single day. I know my sweet spot. You got to identify your sweet spot and you got to hit your sweet spot every day. You got to show up on your sweet spot every single day. You got to swing at your sweet spot every single day and not all over the place. He gave the analogy about the tree. He says your problem is you did hit 1,000 times, but you hit the tree in 1,000 different places. So because you hit the tree in 1,000 different places, that goal that you were going after ain't going to get reached. That thing you was trying to knock down is not going to fall down because there wasn't enough impact in the same position. There wasn't enough impact in the same spot. There wasn't enough impact in the same space. Y'all better pick up the word. Y'all better pick it up. There wasn't enough impact. So be mindful of how many different directions you swinging your axe in. Because you're going to be doing all of that work for nothing. You're going to be doing all of that work and you're not going to bring anything down. You're going to be doing all of that work and not going to make a difference. The only thing that's going to be different about you is your level of physical weakness, because you're going to be tired. You're going to be tired. You're going to be tired of swinging and not seeing no results. You're going to be tired of hitting and not seeing any fruit fall off the tree because you're all over the place. Focus on one thing. Focus on one area. Focus on one sweet spot and hit that same spot every day. Every day. And what does he say after that? And watch you go from zero to a multi-million-dollar company. E.T. said it. I got it right here in my notes. He said it. Hit that same spot every single time, same day, same moment, same energy, every single day. And watch you go from zero to a multi-million-dollar company. I'm swinging my axe, and I'm swinging my axe in the same spot. I'm swinging my axe in the same spot. Yeah. Because that barrier is going to come down. That wall is going to come down. And the floodgates are going to open up. The growth is going to come. Amen. Amen. Queen Heart says, gotta identify that spot. Gotta identify that spot. So Queen Heart, is your question, how do you identify that spot? Maybe I can find a lesson that can help with answering that. Kind of ties back to purpose. Or it ties back to a previous message. What did E.T. tell us to do? If we don't know our spot, if we don't know our gift, if we don't know our space, we better get before God every single day, 30 days straight, either first thing in the morning or the very last thing at night, 30 days straight, and cry before him. Tell him, make it be clear. Tell him to make it be clear, and watch, he will, because I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness. All right. Lisa Smiles is laughing at Tracy Ann. What did Tracy Ann say? Tracy Ann says, so done turn group me into a homework. Y'all know how I do. We do growth work over here. We're trying to elevate. What did the Lord tell us to do? Get ready for next level. Get ready for next level. We got to always be willing to do the work. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We got to make use of the space for laughter and for growth. Amen. Akila says, come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Queen Heart says, I'll create a to-do list just to freestyle. Ooh, Queen Heart. Oh, you about to make me get up and shout. Create a to-do list just so we can freestyle. What's the purpose of you creating a to-do list if you ain't even gonna follow it? That's a word right there. That's a message for somebody. All right, y'all. It is 30 minutes after the hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out because I know we need an intermission before Lisa Smiles goes live tonight at 9. Before Lisa Smiles goes live tonight at 9. So I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in on tonight's episode. Queen Heart says, Amen. I'm coming out the corner swinging. What? What? Come on. Come on, Q Heart. Queen Heart. Come on with the hands. Come on with the hands. Let's go. Come out swinging. Let's go. Acacia says, submit general questions and inquiries to Sophia Melanie by clicking here. E-Consulting. Thank you so much, Acacia. Thank you so much. And Tracy Ann says, okay, y'all, I'll see y'all later on Lisa Smiles Live. We're going to be on Smiles Tribes Live tonight. Let's go. 30-minute countdown. All right, before we close out, I just want to do some acknowledgments and then we'll go ahead and close out. I want to thank every single person who is a member of the DDTV fam channel. I'm so glad that you're in the room. I'm so glad that you said yes to joining the channel. Thank you so much. I want to also shout out the one, the only Acacia and the one, the only Q Scott for moderating tonight's live, standing in the gap, tag teaming each other tonight. I appreciate you both so much. More than you all can imagine. Everybody, let's clap it up for Acacia and Q Scott for holding it down in the room tonight. I want to thank each and every one of you, and I want to remind you that your financial prosperity awaits you, and so does your financial sanity. You already know what I'm going to tell you to do, and that's what? Get to work. All right. Bye.